This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Taken in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Play action. Elam. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A huge play there right off the bat. 48 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
He's brought down at the 20.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Looking to throw on second down. Elam to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and it's third and short.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
That's incomplete. It's a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game.
Vikings nothing.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Back to Brown, this time complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. at the 40.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Shotgun. He'll look to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get this across the midfield strike, but still winding up short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
The Vikings send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back. And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the 1st down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Lions will take over. Throwing on 1st down. Elam, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw. Elam. That is caught at the 7. And he takes this one in for Evans. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 29 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. The 40. 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 72 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That's an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Off the play fake. Elam. He finds a man on a crossing route. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early. because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Lions. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, Elam completes it to the tight end, Kittle. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he jumps this off over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Ezekiel Elliott. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
12. Vikings 7.
From the gun on 3rd down. Elam. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have the Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now Elliott, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Lions.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team. They can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
48-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Cook following the penalty. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
The 37-yard line.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
He's tackled at the
Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Complete. Jefferson to target. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
A 12-yard.
3 yards remain for second down.
3 at the Lions' 25-yard line.
They run. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Myles Garrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Flush to his right. And he just chopped that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Out of the gun now on third down. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window. Sings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
41-yard
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken in the end zone.
Look at it, baby.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense.
Still on attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
They've stopped him in his tracks. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Off play action. Elam. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 44 yards out, left hash. McGay knocks this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
That's caught at the 25. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
50 yards. First down, Minnesota.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
That is caught at the 7, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. The first down carry by Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
8-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
To throw on 2nd down. Elam. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gets this one to Hill, and he gets it down to the 32. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage. Yeah,
but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. On 4th down, Elam. That one complete to Hill. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
On 1st down, Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Zeke going to get it on the option. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. Oh, look at this play call. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 1-yard line.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. To throw now in his own end zone. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter.
Lions 22.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. And he'll find Hall. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
A big play there. 99 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This is taken just shy of the 10. Now ahead. Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they made quite a statement, haven't they? I don't know if it was a week off to hurt this defense. They've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game. This one fielded at the 5. Territory, calls up the football, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. A big play there, taking it in, and the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get him.
Oh, this is going to wind up as safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? What would they be doing? They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Oh, he fakes the spike. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Able to push his way through. And they try to razzle-dazzle, but the ball's out. There is going to be a safety. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to float this. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Complete to
a big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And they take a knee.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. And they will take a knee here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset.
A 49-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Lions will take over.
And sometimes pride wins, doesn't it? Because, yes, they're getting steamrolled here right now. They're down big, and they're going to try a fake field goal against them. Yeah, I'm not supposed to root, but good for them for stopping that one and showing that they haven't given up on this game.
Yeah, I just can't believe, though, that they tried the fake with this wide of a margin up that big. But like you said, kudos to the D.
Yeah, if the blood wasn't bad before,
it is now.
It might have started that way now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. out Elliott again. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Vikings 59, Lions 22. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded in the end zone. Oh, miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. Cook, they'll try and run it. They'll try and run it here. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for two more.
Lions 22. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now a hit and loose football.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. And they take a knee. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Seibert on for the PAT. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal
situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Vikings 81, Lions 22. Austin Seibert set to kick.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And that might just cement a return for a late touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout. Partner, they're less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Although a jet sweep to start the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Minnesota.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Vikings 88, Lions 22. Austin Seibert set.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Seibert on for the PAT.
Point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded in the end zone.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameis Winston, 75 yards, and the Lions gain a bit of respectability.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Gay is on for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. That fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
In the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Vikings will continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at YeahImAHater's. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.